It's an adapted reading from Joyous in One Long River of Song, written by Brian Doyle. So much held in a heart. So much held in a heart in a lifetime. So much held in a heart in a day, an hour, a moment. We live alone in the house of the heart. We are utterly open with no one in the end, not mother and father, not wife or husband, not lover, not child, not friend. Perhaps we could not bear to be so naked for fear of a constantly harrowed heart. When young, we think there will come one person who will savor and sustain us always. When we are older, we know this is the dream of a child, that all hearts are bruised and scarred and repaired by time and will. You can brick up your heart as tight and hard and cold as you possibly can, and down it comes in an instant, felled by a person's second glance, a child's apple breath, the shatter of glass in the road, the words, "I have something to tell you," the brush of your mother's papery ancient hand in the thicket of your hair, the memory of your father's voice early in the morning, echoing from the kitchen where he is making pancakes for his children. So much held in a heart. So much held in a heart in a lifetime. There ends the reading. The heart, often revered as the symbol of love and emotion, holds a deeper significance than any of us might realize. Scientific research has revealed that the complex nervous system has paved the way for exploring the fascinating concept of heart-centered awareness. Many people assume the term heart-centered means sentimental, touchy, feely, or emotional. But heart-centered, as I intend it, is the human meeting place of soul and spirit. It arrives where we become conscious enough in the subtle body to internally know the difference between fear and ground, truth and lies, or clear vision and delusion. Deepak Chopra informs that the heart is the gateway to all possibilities, and the key to accessing its wisdom is heart coherence. In balance, heart-centered living is sattvic in nature, bringing a fulfilling life of harmony, peace, and joy. Over time, we see that it is the product of embracing life with self-love. Our heart center is the link between body and spirit, instinct and inspiration. Concentrating on the rhythm of our heartbeat serves as a reminder that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not the other way around. Spirit is found when we are filled with joy, because we feel it in our hearts. When we take something to heart, it means that we are taking it seriously. When we remember something by heart, it means that we will not forget it. Having a heart-to-heart conversation means speaking with sincerity in a verbal exchange through honesty and passion. Listening with heart means being present and giving the speaker all of our attention. Like the notes of a piano or the gap between breathing in and out, silent space between words of a conversation calls us to attention of more than just something. It becomes awareness. Being heart-centered means that you are aware of what you desire in life. You know your values. You know how to take responsibility for yourself and your emotions. You make choices that honor your needs, values, and beliefs. However, heart-centered living is not a destination, but a continuous journey of self-discovery and growth. It requires courage, resilience, and a willingness to embrace our heart's inherent wisdom. As we cultivate connection and alignment with our higher self, we awaken to the beauty of our authentic essence and the boundless possibilities that await us. Heart-centered consciousness brings the deepest, most meaningful, and whole experience of life to life. It is an ancient message that has been repeated in sacred texts and by spiritual masters throughout time. It aligns our internal compass in the right direction and puts our life adventure on course. As I see it, heart-centered living isn't as easy as it sounds. Acting from the conscious heart still remains the most difficult yet crucial choice point there is. It's often difficult to discern in our head from our heart and requires continual practice. Moreover, it is a quality of being that is sometimes easier to describe as what it's not than what it is. Because heart-centered qualities have attributes that can be experienced, shared, and felt, but not necessarily taught. Heart-led lives put us in right relationship to ourselves, our surroundings, and the world, leading us into our own sacred life stories. However, from the outside looking in, it's difficult to discern the difference. Many people confuse heart-centeredness with chasing the fleeting desires of the heart, assuming that following the heart will lead us nowhere good. But to the contrary, it is a state of peace in which life is aligned. It's deeper than a fleeting emotion. It's when the choices made line up with our values and our deepest desires. It's possible to live a heart-centered life in the midst of our ups and downs, because being heart-centered means being aware of what we desire in life. We know our values and understand how to take responsibility for ourselves and for our emotions. Now, mind you, we still have trials and the pain of relationship drama, finance issues, or career decisions. But heart-centeredness consciousness will change our approach to life. Because when we are heart-centered, we listen to our feelings as information without letting them control our every move. A heart-centered life is a life where we live our daily life in true alignment with our values, purposes, inner morality, personal experiences, and intuition. It is life where we can access our authenticity and powerful emotions like empathy, courage, kindness, and integrity to be better people. Being heart-centered means that we approach life from a place of inner strength, resiliency, courage, integrity, authenticity, and truth. When we are heart-centered, we can be better leaders, make more positive choices, and impact our world in a more profound way because we make decisions and seek solutions in a way that is more purposeful, thoughtful, and open to the realities around us. We're less reactive fearful, judgmental, and unrealistic in our approach to life. When we are heart-centered, we move from an ego-driven space to a place where life flows more easily. Moreover, it is the most fulfilling way to live because we draw from our inner reservoir of positive emotions in our approach to the world. It's the only way for us to be truly fulfilled and for that personal fulfillment to flow out into the world, rather than an ego-driven life, which is fraught with anxiety and stress. If we are to make the world a better place for inner searching and for those who will come after us, it's incumbent upon us to be at our personal best and most fulfilled. Personal fulfillment first, then positive change in the world around us will follow. Seeking inner wisdom and following intuition have always been a part of my life journey. However, I've been deeply immersed in my spiritual journey for well over 20 years. Recent research highlights the remarkable intelligence of the heart and its role in intuitive decision-making. Unlike the linear logic of the mind, the heart operates on a subtle yet profound level, offering insights and guidance that transcend conventional reasoning. By honoring the wisdom of the heart, we tap into a reservoir of innate knowing and align ourselves with the flow of life. Ilarion Merkelif, co-author of A Lute Wisdom Informs, and I quote, "We are living in a reverse society because we reversed all the laws for living, and we're doing exactly the opposite of what we need to be doing. People fear really listening to their hearts, of living their hearts. Hence the noise and speed is essentially an escape from following their own hearts," end of quote. Moreover, contemporary society often perpetuates narratives prioritizing intellect over intuition and discourages vulnerability and emotional expression. So now, more than ever, the quest for fulfillment and alignment and tuning in to our hearts is essential to surviving this reality. It's up to us to challenge these limiting beliefs and reprogram our internal dialogue to align with our deepest truths and desires, because the journey transcends mere existence. It's about living authentically, and navigating this path involves recognizing the distinction between the ego mind and the heart center. This journey requires vulnerability, introspection, and a willingness to challenge societal norms and programming. However, many individuals grapple with the remnants of past traumas and conditioning that have led to the closure of their hearts. Reclaiming our heart center requires a process of healing and self-discovery, wherein we confront and release the emotional barriers that hinder our ability to connect authentically with ourselves and others. So many people, some of you here, are prone to lean into the philosophical and attempt to think your way through everything. But if you're interested in attempting to live a heart-centered life, I encourage you to move your awareness from your head to your heart and invite the wisdom of intuition, the still small voice originating from the heart, to guide you. It may not be easy in the beginning, but allowing decisions to emanate from the heart is an act of courage The simple act of mindful breathing is a powerful tool for grounding and centering. By focusing on the sensation of the breath entering and leaving our body, we anchor our awareness in the present moment and shift our attention away from the mind's incessant chatter. This practice invites us to explore the subtle rhythms of our breath and reconnect with the wisdom of our heart. There's a meditation technique called hard math that emphasizes coherence between the heart and mind. It's done by attuning to the rhythm of our heartbeat and cultivating inner harmony. It allows access to a state of heightened awareness and intuitive clarity. This practice aligns us with our inner guidance and enhances our ability to navigate life's complexities with grace and resilience. The path to heart-centered living beckons us to transcend the confines of the ego mind and immerse ourselves in the wisdom of our hearts. Through mindful practices, emotional healing, and a commitment to authenticity, we reclaim our power and embrace the fullness of our being. Let us embark on this transformative journey with an open heart and a spirit of curiosity, knowing that the true essence of our existence lies in the depths of our souls. From my heart to yours, may it be so.